and shut down some bases. I'd go, wow, well, the elite has figured out we're going to collapse if they don't back off. Well, Romney's kind of like Reagan, you know. But again, I reserve judgment on that until I see something different. I don't just, oh, I oppose Obama because I thought you didn't like Bush. Why don't you like Obama? Because he's bought and paid for by the same people. Look at his advisors. Look who's giving him money. I knew what he was going to do. Not because I'm smart, but because I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot. I'm not a moron. I mean, is that hard to figure out? How many times? We have an illustration hanging on the wall. In fact, Aaron just Twittered it out. He took a photo of it. Guys, will you go to the Real Alex Jones? I asked him to tweet it during the last break. And it shows a pyramid that's the New World Order with a red leg and a blue leg. The blue leg's the Democrats, the red leg's the Republicans. And each election, one of the legs steps forward and crushes the constituents. That's an analogy I talked about for over a decade. Folks have picked that up and put it into an illustration. We wanted to create a new leg or two new legs of libertarian constitutionalism to take America back. Now, there it is. We can blow that up, actually. Just click on the photo. Thank you. That's hanging on our wall here in the office. Left, right, left, right. Next time I'll vote Democrat, the Republican says, as they're being stepped on. Next time I'll vote Republican, the Democrat says, as they're being stepped on. And so it goes on forever while the mainstream corporatist media belches out its propaganda. It's called the March of Tyranny by Ben Garrison.
Oh, there's a difference between Democrat and Republican. Oh, God, it's the way you tell them, honestly. God, gee, you ought to take up stand-up. Well, we have two masks in Britain called Labour and Conservative. We have two masks in America called Republican and Democrat. And all four masks are placed on the same face. In a book called The David Icke Guide to the Global Conspiracy, I follow a chain of events right back from the 1940s and show without any question that the Labour and Conservative parties in Britain are fundamentally connected. The idea is to give the illusion of choice while having no choice whatsoever. This is how the political system works. Whichever party is in government introduces the agenda because they have the ability to introduce legislation. The party in opposition opposes the agenda, but it doesn't matter because it's got no power to do anything. We then have a farce called an election. And every now and again, the two parties change sides. Now, the party that was in opposition and imposed the agenda, or opposed the agenda, now imposes it. And people say, hold on a minute, you said this in opposition and now you're doing the opposite. Yes, because it has the power to impose the agenda. The party that was imposing the agenda before and is now the opposition, it opposes the agenda now.
That you found me, I was lying in the snow with my mouth crammed full of diamonds, but nowhere left to go. Well, I knew from that moment that it would never last. You were reminded of someone from your past now. When I see you, there's a twinkle in your eye. For the heart of the winner, I heard you live a lie. And the beasts that I'm training are dangerous and proud, but I can't hear the odds of this crazy race cars crowd. All hell, all hell, all hell, all hell let loose inside my mind. Want your family to know they've all been very kind, but like cheap YA novels you'd buy and throw away, I'd play the heroes you dream of come and stay. We say go away. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child, a long way from home. Then I get to thinking again, I'm much better alone. Alone. I'm better alone. Now when you see me, yeah, now when you see me's a twinkle in my eye. Hold up the winner, hold up the winner. You help me live a lie. And the beast that I'm training, the beast that I'm training are dangerous and proud. I can't hear nothing of this crazy race cars crowd. I was a young man afraid of his horses, young man afraid of his horses, young man afraid of his horses, young man afraid of his horses. I was a young man afraid of his horses, young man afraid of his horses, young man afraid of his horses.